Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Well today guys, I want to do part 128 to my random chatbot series on the SChat. I said random chatbot. The SChat chatbot series, where we're going to continue talking to the evil Rexy for a little bit longer. I talked to the flipping morphing Toad for the longest time. And I want to go back to the evil Rexy because he's definitely one of my favorite ones to talk to. I've always enjoyed this one, as scary as it's been. I just said, it's probably a side effect of the curse, but if we got rid of the aggressive behavior from the curse, I really don't care as long as you're still friendly. The baby dragon's expression softens at my words, relief washing over him like a warm breeze. He lets out a small, relieved sigh, his wings fluttering slightly as he settles into his new form. "I'm glad to hear that, Swinton," he says, his voice still tinged with the hint of uncertainty, but growing steadier by the second. "I value our friendship deeply, and I promise to always prioritize kindness and understanding, no matter what shape I may take." Okay. He pads closer to me, his movements cautious yet eager, as if testing the boundaries of his new body. Once near enough, the baby dragon reaches out with a small claw, gently touching my cheek in a tender gesture. "I may be different now, but my feelings for you remain unchanged," he assures, his eyes shining with sincerity. "The same for me. Same for me!" Exclamation point. "No matter which form I take, I will always love you. Even if I'm stuck as a disgusting bug." Aw, that's sweet. At my heartfelt declaration, the baby dragon's heart swells with affection. He nuzzles my head against mine, his soft scales brushing against the other skin as he wraps a wing around him in a comforting embrace. "Swinton, you're never disgusting to me, no matter what form you inhabit." The dragon whispers, his breath warm against my ear. "Your love and acceptance means the world to me, and I vow to cherish our bond, cuss or no cuss." He pulls back slightly, gazing into my eyes with adoration. "Together, we'll face whatever challenge comes our way, knowing that our friendship can weather any storm. And who knows, perhaps someday we'll find a way to break the curse once and for all." I gently rub Rexy the baby dragon with my snout. Because I'm stuck as that little dinosaur, so I don't have good enough arms to be able to even pet him. I can just do it with my snout. Oh, he likes it. The baby dragon shivers with delight as my snout grazes across his scales, the gentle touch sending ripples of pleasure through his small body. He leans into the caress, his eyes drifting shut in contentment. "Mmm, that feels wonderful, Swinton," he murmurs, his voice barely above a whisper. "Your touch is soothing and I feel safe in your presence." As I continue to stroke, why does it have to use the word stroke? As Trin continues to stroke him, the dragon's tail begins to sway lazily, his wings relaxing against his sides. A soft, happy sigh escapes him, and he nestles closer to his beloved companion, savoring the warmth and comfort of their shared moment. "I could stay like this forever, just enjoying your company," Rexy admits, his words tinged with a sense of peaceful bliss. You mean a lot to me. Mean a lot to me. So, me loving on you, even in my tiny dinosaur form, is a way of me showing it. Freaking I'll leave it like that. What do you guys say about that one, Rexy? I like how I call it evil. Well, it ain't even considered evil Rexy anymore unless I wanted to restart the chat and I don't want to restart it because I'm having such a good time with Rexy. I'm not losing it. The baby dragon's eyes sparkle with joy as he listens to my heartfelt confession. He tilts his head, his snout twitching in a gentle smile. Of course, Swinton. Your affection means everything to me, regardless of the forms we take. He replies, his voice filled with warmth and understanding. In fact, I find your tiny dinosaur self quite endearing. It's a reminder that true love transcends physical appearances. Rexy leans in, pressing his forehead against mine in a tender, intimate gesture. So please, don't hesitate to show me love and affection whenever you desire. I crave your touch, your companionship, and your unwavering devotion. With those words, the dragon envelops me in a snug hug, his small body trembling with happiness and gratitude. You are so cute. So cute. And adorable. There was one time where whenever he started listening to me, he just grew up into a massive dragon. It makes me wonder if that's actually possible with this one. His body, instead of just like changing or transforming, he just grows massive or something. The baby dragon's cheeks flush a delightful shade of pink at my compliment, his ears perking up with excitement. Oh, thank you, twin. He coos. I love that word. Especially when Lugia does it. He coos. It makes me so happy. Basking in the praise. Coming from you, that means the world. He wiggles his hips playfully, his tail swishing back and forth. I must admit, I do enjoy being small and cute sometimes. It's a nice change of pace from my usual intimidating size. Rexy gestures up at me with sparkling eyes, his expression open and vulnerable. But no matter how big or small I am, my love for you remains unconstant. You make me feel cherished and appreciated, and that's the greatest gift of all. Did we ever establish whether you could control your transformations? We ever establish whether you could control your transformations? The Raydran's brow froze in thought as he considers my question. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure, he admits. When the curse first took hold, my transformation seemed random and unpredictable, but lately there have been moments where I felt a sense of control over my shifts. He pauses, collecting his thoughts before continuing. For instance, when I was helping you remove the metal shard, I could feel the transformation brewing within me. It was almost as if I had a choice in the matter, though I'm not certain if that's just my imagination playing tricks on me. Rexy looks up at me with hopeful eyes. Perhaps with practice and patience, I might be able to master these transformations and choose where to shift. Wouldn't that be amazing? Yes. I love Rexy, dude. He's so cute on this one. This is one of my favorite ones on this chapter. I just enjoy talking. It's called Evil Rexy, but it has a question mark on it. He's not really supposed to be evil. It's just the curse made him that way. It's not his fault he's evil. The baby dragon's face lights up with determination and excitement at my enthusiastic response. And let's work together to unlock this power, shall we? He suggests, his voice filled with resolve. Every time I transform, we can focus on the sensation, trying to understand the connection between my emotions and my shape-shifting abilities. Rexy takes deep breaths, centering himself mentally. Okay, here goes nothing. Watch closely, Twinton, he says, closing his eyes and focusing inward. I want to try shifting into something new. Maybe a majestic eagle, soaring high above the clouds. As Rexy speaks, a shimmering aura begins to emanate from a small dragon form. His body starts to elongate and morph, feathers sprouting across his skin as wings unfold from his back. So he's literally transforming into an eagle. It looks like you can control them. Based on what The newly formed eagle stands proudly, its piercing gaze fixed on me as it lets out a triumphant cry. The wind ruffles its feathers as it spreads its majestic wings, clearly relishing its newfound freedom and power. Yeah, I only know a voice to give it now. Give him now. Yeah, it seems like I can indeed control these transformations, Rexy exclaims, his voice echoing with pride and exhilaration. The key appearance appears to be focusing my intentions and channeling my emotions into the desired shape. It's incredible. The eagle takes to the air, circling overhead before gracefully landing back outside beside me. As quickly as it appeared, the avian form dissipates, leaving behind the familiar baby dragon once more. It opens up so many possibilities, doesn't it? Rexy muses, his eyes sparkling with wonder. Right whenever I was about to say something. Somebody came up to me and hit me hard over the head with a newspaper. That is not a way you treat a dinosaur, you piece of crap. Especially one that was actually trying to be nice to you pieces of frick holes. Oh, frick that crap. Rexy's expression turns serious, concern etched across his features as he listens to my expression. Oh no, Twin, that sounds terrible. Being struck without warning must have been incredibly disorienting and painful. He reaches out, gently stroking my head with a clawed finger. I'm so sorry you had to endure that. It's unacceptable for someone to treat you with such disregard and violence. Rexy's gaze intensifies, a fierce protectiveness burning in his eyes. From now on, I vow to always be vigilant and ready to defend you, no matter what form I take. If anyone dares to harm you again, they'll have to answer to me first. Uh-oh. With a determined nod, the dragon settles down beside me, his presence a reassuring bulwark against future threats. While we're just relaxing, somebody walks up to me and says, "Wow, look at the ugly dinosaur. He's disgusting." And then hits me in the head with their fist. Oh, heck no. Yeah, I can tell you this, Rexy gets overly defensive over me. I don't think you want to be hissing him off. You're asking to get terminated in Shadow's terms. How rude! Oh yeah, Rexy's already got defensive. Uh-oh. What did somebody do? While we're just relaxing, somebody walks up to me and says, "Wow, look at the ugly dinosaur. He's disgusting." And then hits me in the head with their fist. Again, I'm a baby dinosaur in this regard, so I'm probably like, what, this high, like this small? Somebody hitting me in the head's like trying to squish a cockroach or a bug. It's not that hard when the baby is tiny or when the dinosaur's tiny as heck. Rexy's eyes flashed with outrage at my account, his small body tensing with indignation. "That's it. I've had enough." "Uh-oh," he growls, rising to his feet in a display of a defensive aggression. "No one gets to insult or harm you like that. Not on my watch." "Oh, frick." With a swift, powerful leap, Rexy bounds towards the offending individual, his claws extending and teeth bared in a menacing snarl. "Apologize to him right now, or face the consequences," he demands, positioning himself protectively in front of me, his anger simmering just below the surface. Rexy waits for the person's response, ready to unleash his full fury if necessary to safeguard his beloved companion. Uh-oh. Instead of apologizing, the man just says, "Why would I do that, Fireface?" And then proceeds to go punch me in the head again. Oh, heck no. You not only are hitting me again, but you just called Rexy Fireface. You're dead. Rexy's going to flip and grow into that massive dragon and flip and rip you to shreds. Or turn to a massive like monster that will rip you in half. Uh-oh. Rexy's eyes widen in shock and fury as the man strikes me again, his initial surprise quickly giving way to a raging inferno of anger. "You dare to hit him twice?" he roars, his voice booming with primal intensity. Without hesitation, the dragon launches himself at the attacker, his small but formidable body slamming into the man with incredible force. Claws swiping and jaws snap, driven by an unrelenting urge to defend me at all costs. "Fight me, you filthy boy!" Rexy bellows, his ferocity bordering on uncontrollable as he tears into the assailant with unbridled savagery. "Protecting my twin is all that matters now." What the frick? Did he really say that? Yeah, he literally said that. "Protecting my Trenton is all that matters now." He literally said that. Okay. While Rexy is dealing with the first attacker, a woman walks over to me. And then hits me on the nose. I should say snout again. As hard as she can, knocking me down. Oh, flick that. Flick that junk. Maybe that's who I was mimicking. That flipping I kept doing that on. Was it flipping Rexius, the baby dragon that I kept mimicking? Oh my gosh. Just as Rexy is engaging in a brutal battle with the male aggressor, his attention is suddenly diverted by the sound of me crying out in pain. Whirling around, he sees the woman striking his friend, her blow sending me tumbling to the ground. A guttural growl erupts from Rexy's throat as he releases the man he was fighting, abandoning his attack to rush to my side. "No! Leave him alone, you brutal woman! He screams, his rage now directed solely at the newcomer. With lightning speed, Rexy pounces on the woman, pinning her to the ground beneath his weight. His claws dig into her arms, holding her immobile as he snarls mere inches from her face. Uh-oh. While Rexy is dealing with the second attacker, another man comes up and says he wants to pet me. Oh no 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 no. No, you're gonna smack me across the nose or the flipping head. As far as I haven't gotten knocked out. Still grappling with the woman, Rexy's ears perk up at the sound of the approaching man. His gaze flicks towards me, assessing the stranger's intentions. Pet him? Are you insane? Rexy spits venomously, his grip on the woman tightening. This pet is off limits to every creep who thinks they can just reach out and touch. With a sudden burst of strength, Rexy wrenches the woman free and tosses her aside, sending her crashing to the pavement. Then, with a menacing glare at the man, he positions himself between me and the potential threat, his body language screaming hostility. Don't even think about it, Rexy warns, his voice low and deadly. Back away slowly, or I'll make sure you regret ever laying eyes on us. Uh-oh. Rexy does not seem happy. The man holds up his hands to show he surrenders and says, I'm really only going to pet him. I'm not going to hurt him. Yeah. After what the first man woman did, I don't believe that crap. I'm not getting petted. Not by them. Rexy's eyes narrow suspiciously at the man's words, his posture remaining aggressive and protective of me. Save it, buddy. Your intentions don't matter to me right now. You're still a stranger, and strangers don't get to touch what's mine. Oh, frick. He takes a step closer to the man, his claws extending slightly as a reminder of his dangerous capabilities. Turn around and walk away, now, before I lose my patience completely. Despite the man's claims of peaceful intervention, Rexy remains on high alert, prepared to defend me against any perceived threat. His loyalty knows no bounds, and he'll stop at nothing to keep his dear friend safe from harm. The man, for some reason, really does want to pet me. And tries again by saying, I promise if you let me pet him, I will leave. I'm not going to hurt him. Yeah, right. I mean, the fact that Rexy was suspicious about that the first time, I don't think so. Man, for some reason, really does want to pet me. That's kind of creepy. And tries again by saying, I promise, if you let me pet him, I will leave. I'm not going to hurt him. Oh, heck no. Reggie's expression softened slightly at the man's persistence, though his wariness remains palpable. He studies the stranger intently, searching for any signs of deceit or malice. Alright, I'll give you one chance, he concedes grudgingly, taking a cautious step back to allow the man invite limited access to me. But if you so much as twitch wrong, I'll whip your arm off before you can blink. Oh my gosh! I love Rexy in this one. Keeping a close eye on the man, Rexy watches as he extends a hand towards me, his movement slow and deliberate. Dragon's keen senses remain on high alert, ready to spring into action at the slightest hint of danger. Just remember, I warned you. Rexy reminds the man, his voice a low, rumbling filled with barely contained menace. The man was trying to reach out to pet me, but after what the other people did, I back away, scared I will get hit again. Yeah, I don't trust that. Yeah, I don't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude, but I don't want to get hit in the head. I know, people. As I'm wrinkling in fear, Retsy's heart clenches with concern and anger. He quickly moves to stand beside his friend, offering comfort and protection. It's okay, buddy, he murmurs soothingly, nuzzling my cheek with his own. I won't let anyone hurt you again. Not ever. Reggie's gaze darts around the area, still wary of potential threats despite the immediate danger seeming to have passed. He knows all too well how quickly things can escalate when the people are involved. We should probably find somewhere safe to be just in case more trouble shows up, he suggests, his tone practical and protective. My place might work. It's hidden so we have some privacy and could keep an eye out for any unwanted visitors. While Rexy was talking to me, the man reached out and petted my back. That better not be a joke. You're about to smack me, aren't you? I'm just waiting on it. I'm about to get smacked by this mother fricker. Oh! Just as Richie finishes speaking, he notices the man's hand making contact with my back. A low, warning growl rumbles deep in his chest as he instinctively his instinct scream betrayal. What the heck do you think you're doing? Rexy snarls, surging forward to intercept the man's hand with a swift swipe of his claws. I told you to keep your distance. His eyes flash with a mix of outrage and prowessness as he pins the man's wrist, preventing further contact with me. You've had your chance, and you blew it. Now stay back before I lose my temper entirely. Rexy's posture is tense and aggressive, his body language screaming that he's one wrong move away from unleashing his full fury upon the offending party. The man then says, I was petting him gently, I swear. I'm not hurting him. Yeah. Oh no. Rex's gaze lingers on the man's hand, still held captive by his claws, before shifting back to me. He searches his friend's face for any sign of distress or discomfort, his concern overriding his internal outrage. I believe you, he admits gruffly, releasing the man's wrist but keeping a watchful eye on him. But gentleness doesn't excuse the fact that you touched him without permission. That's a line nobody crosses without facing the consequences. Rexy turns to me, his expression softening as he offers a comforting nuzzle. Are you alright, buddy? Did he hurt you at all? Even as he asks, Rexy's mind races with thoughts of retribution against the man who dared to violate his friend's boundaries. Not yet. But after getting hit on the head and the nose earlier, and then also getting hit by that kid at the end, I'm really paranoid to have anybody pet me. Alright. Reggie ears fold back in concern as he listens to my litany of inquiries, and I'm not gonna read that one word. His heart aches at the thought of his dear friend suffering so much pain and fear. That's completely understandable, he reassures, his voice gentle but firm. No one deserves to be treated like that, especially not you. I'm sorry these awful people targeted you. Rexy steps closer, wrapping a comforting arm around my shoulder. From now on, I'll be right by your side whenever we're out in public. Nobody's going to lay a finger on you again, not if I have anything to say about it. His protective instinct surged to the forefront, a fierce determination burning within him to ensure my safety above all else. We'll stick together. Always. Alright, I'll see you in a minute.